Hello, everybody. Little Paper Crafter coming back at you with a swap that I made. This is the Care Bear swap that Eileen and Ebony, which is the rose I grew, put together. They always put together such really cute swaps. And when they said Care Bear, I love Care Bears. So I went ahead and I signed up. However, I will admit this will probably be the last swap that I sign up for the year. With things changing in my life, crafting might be on the side, put to the side for a little while, or swaps like this might be put to the side for a while. Now, back to crafting and happy. Anyways, the requirements was a backpack, a memory dex card, at least I think it was 2 or 3 embellishments, and a banner. And the banner is what I spent most of my time on, and I can't wait to show you when I get it. But everything else, it kind of came together after the banner. So I feel like I should have made more for the swap, but with time and other things going on in my life, I wasn't able to. I wanted to make a dangle. Maybe I'll make a dangle. I might make a dangle, a small dangle, today. I'm not sure if I have time or not. But there were so many other things that I wanted to do. I have so many dies, you guys, and I wanted to use more of my dies, but when my work is been crazy, there's a lot of changes that are going on, and just other things that were going on in my life that I wasn't able to do that. So let's go right in so that I can show you what I did make. So first off, let's go with the backpack. So many of you guys seen, oh, you know what, my swap partner Alivina, her favorite colors were pink and purple, and I think it was like Friendship Bear or something like that. I can't remember which bear it was. So I basically went with the pink and purple bears. So this is my backpack. This is a SVG file that I purchased online. I love this file. It's so cute. These are so cute. So this is a bag, but I was talking to Ebony or on one of her Sunday night or Sunday lives. She said you can turn it into a backpack. So that's what I did. I just made some strips, scored it, I think at a 1/2 inch, and I turned this bag into a backpack. And then there's my little emblem. Oh, you guys can't see. And I added 2 little Care Bears. I don't know if that goes in. You know what? I think it's not showing up. I don't see it clearly. But anyways, my name and stuff like that is right there. And there's 2 little backpacks. 2 little Care Bears. I did add these little hearts as buckles for the thing. But isn't this just so cute? I love this file, you guys. This file is adorable. And originally, you're supposed to, make it into a bag. And I wasn't able to make it, like, into a flap at the top. Because, the ears and everything else. But, look at you guys. Okay, so what I did is I took that SVG file. And this is what I wanted to originally do. But I took that SVG file and I shrank it into this little bear. Let me go get my ruler so I can show you what the dimensions are. So what I originally wanted to do was make this into a mini album. And I just ran out of time. I don't know. I might have been able to put, a couple of them together because after you do the front, which is the face, isn't this so cute? You can easily just, do the backings and then just use the mini album inserts, either from Scrap Diva or Chaos Crafts, to make a mini album. And that's actually what I wanted to try and do. And I'll show you with the reason why I wanted to try and do that in a bit. But time took over my life. Let's just say that. So I just went ahead and turned this into a card. But I will be making this into a mini album and maybe just doing a happy mail to maybe 2 of the hostesses that put this swap together. Isn't that so cute though? So what I did is, like I told you, I shrank this file and then made it smaller. So let's go, let's see. You know what, you guys, and I don't have my glasses on, my reading glasses. I hate saying that because it makes me sound old. But it looks like around 4 and like, I don't know, 4 4/8 or something like that. Almost 5. And then this is 4.5. So that's what this, and like I said, you can, and I can make this bigger, smaller, but I wanted just to do a small mini album and add, you know, the little, the loops. I wanted to add those on the side, you know, the mini album attachments, add those on the side and then go from there. But, like I said, time got a hold of me, but those are so cute. Okay, so my other thing was I'm trying to use my dies that I have. I think this is a KS Craft die. And what I did is I just took, I probably should have reinforced this. I might reinforce this with a 10 by 10 cardstock in the back just to make it thicker. And this is some Care Bear cardstock that I purchased the images on Etsy. This is another Etsy file that I purchased the images on. I pulled them in. I used the koala cardstock or photo paper, printed it on my printer, which is the Epson printer, or the EcoTake printer, and I love this. It turned out so pretty. Look at that. It's so pretty. So, and then I popped it up with a little bit of, Hobby Lobby foam, and then put a little bow at the top. I didn't put too much because I've been told that when you do swaps and you do embellishments, you try to not put too much on them so that people can use them with whatever swap that they are doing. That might, you know, of course, is probably going to be a different paper or something like that. So I kind of made it simple, which was a little bit hard for me. And this one, so this is another thing that I did was I printed, and you'll see that in a bit. I printed each image twice, and I added foam tape on the bottom to make it pop up, kind of like a doodle pop. And the reason why I did that is because when I show you my banner, I was introduced into layers upon layers upon layers, and I really liked it. So this is my new thing, is taking 2 images and then, you know, popping them up with the Dollar Tree foam tape. I'm going to invest in that. And then this is another one. I did not pop this guy up. I think this is like, oh, this isn't Sunshine Bear. I can't remember which one this is. But isn't he so cute? He's so cute, giving hugs and love. And then I put a little bow on there. And this is just the foam tape. You know what? I probably will. Oh, no. You know what? This one I think I did. I don't know. I probably will back these up on additional cardstock. Okay, so then my next is another KS Crafts. And then, so I just went with the colors that she liked. And this one is for my swap partner. And I'll put these in little bags with a bag topper. And then it says, hello, crafter. I'll put pictures of the finals at the end of the video. And then this is just for you. And then this one I used another Care Bear cardstock back, and it says it's a pleasure swapping. And these ones I did put the 110 cardstock in the back. And then enjoy my friend. I thought that was so cute. And then this one is handmade with love. So that's one of my embellishments. Oh, 2 of my embellishments, I guess you could say, huh? And then I also did these little rosettes, and I just stuck little Care Bear stars on them. Those little stars I got from the images on Etsy. You guys might hear my dog in the back. It's in the morning, and she's really hyper. She loves to be in my videos. There you go. Okay. So, with that said, I'm sorry for the interruptions. You know, my lovely dog So my Mendex card that I made was this little Mendex card. It was a die cut that I got from Allie. I added some little gems in some of the points, and it is a like a little envelope. Oh, look at that! And that gem, did that gem fall off? Oh no, I don't know what that is. Oh, it looks like there was little stars. Uh-oh, that might have been. And then I put a little flower in the middle of a little bow that I found. And then on the back of it is all my information. And then these little clouds, I got these little clouds from the dies, or from the file that I made for my banner, which I'll show you shortly. And I went ahead and used those. So these images, what I went ahead and did is I print and cut these images out for her. Hopefully I could fit these all back in there. Let's see. There were a whole bunch of them. And at the beginning, it was a little bit difficult because my printer wasn't printing correctly. And I was having a problem with Design Space. But after Design Space kind of fixed whatever it was that they were having, and I figured out what was going on with my printer, everything printed out really nicely. So these little images is what I printed out. And once again, I printed these out on the koala. I could be saying that wrong. I'm not sure. And then, isn't this one little so cute? So what I did was when I pulled them in, I used the dimension of 3.5 for the height on all of them. And they were all locked in regards to their full dimensions. So, or measurements. So when I put 3.5, the smaller ones I made a little bit bigger. That controlled also their width. So the height, like I said, I put 2.5, not 3.5, 2.5. And that's so cute. So I made all these for her. This one is so cute. That has been me lately. Just things going on. And this one, isn't this so cute? So what I did is I pulled this in all onto one file in Design Space. Arranged them with the dimensions and printed them out. And I think there might be like, oh, and then the inside of the envelope has this cardstock that came with the file that I purchased. Let's see. So let's see. Let's try and get this all back in there. Or you know what? I'm going to put this aside and I'll do that off camera. But isn't this so cute? So that's my memory Dex card. So like I said, I went crazy happy with using the foam dots and these images. Aren't they cute? So I made all these images for her and I doubled them up. These ones I just printed. And they're there. This image, look, isn't that so cute? It came with Care Bear. I doubled that one up. This one was just the tummy image. Doubled that up. So cute. This one, it was kind of weird because this one didn't come with an outline. Maybe that was my fault. I didn't, because I offset all my images too. So I not only shrank them in regards to sizes, I offset them too. Look at this one, you guys. Isn't this so cute? That's Grumpy. This is me lately, and these are my crafty friends. So that is those that I made, and I'll probably put these in like in a little cutie box or a bag with a bag topper. Like I said, I'll put pictures at the end of the end item. And then we were also to do, Crafter's Choice. I found these. It was kind of difficult for me to find Care Bear stuff. I found these little lip glosses on Amazon. And then I found these little socks too. Aren't they adorable? So I'll probably only do the pink. I'll give her the pink and the purple one. And then either wrap these up in a, like some tissue paper and then wrap the sides to make it like a candy. Or I was thinking about wrapping them up and putting them in the Scrap Diva, one of the Scrap Diva little container like candy boxes that she has. So I'll see what I have time to do with that. And then I found these. Aren't these cute? These are so cute. And these are bath bombs. So I'll just wrap that up. That one I'll wrap up with tissue paper. And then this one was a balloon. I was going to try to make it into a shaker, but I think it's a KS Craft die that I got a long time ago. I was going to try to make it into a shaker, but the die wasn't working properly and it was starting to take too much time. So I just went ahead and just made it a simple little air balloon with the images in the back. So the next thing that I packaged together and I put in, what I did is I just took some of the ribbon that I have and then the eyelash trim, of course, because I love eyelash trim. So I put that in the middle of the bow. And I just packaged up some paper that I printed out for her. And these are the images. Oops. That's the one I didn't show. Oh, there's still a lot of stuff I didn't show you guys yet. Oh, goodness gracious. This is one of them. Isn't this so pretty? And like I said, I used the glossy koala paper. This one came out okay, I guess. I wasn't too happy with the DPI. This is the Grumpy Bear. So these are 8.5 by 11, and I printed one of each of these, and I put it in that pack that I just showed you that I tied up. And this one is a different type of koala paper. I wanted to see which one I like. I kind of like them both. This one is not the glossy one. This one is a textured paper or something like that. And then this one is just the regular Stampin' Up! Paper, but it started becoming a little bit too expensive, so that's why I moved to the koala paper. And when I was printing them out, I just went ahead and printed out some for me. This is the first page in the pack, and that's so cute. And I'll show you what I did with that part that I cut out. So these images are really, really nice. I'm thinking in the scan and cut, I could probably cut them out or just fussy cut them, you know. But aren't they cute? Look at that. They're so cute. If you're interested in the file that I purchased from Etsy, go ahead and message me, Little Paper Crafter at on my Instagram, and I will be more than happy to send you the file that I purchased. And this one is so cute. I thought I had that die too, or the cutout. I think I cut that out. That's one of the images that I was able to cut out. This image and this other little image, the little beach image. And then these. So all these images, they kind of came out on their own for the little die cuts that I cut out for her. So cute. And then, let's see, because I don't want to take too long. I love this paper. So originally what I wanted to do is use this paper, use the different papers for each page in the scrapbook that I wanted to put together, and I thought that would have been really cute, but I mean, like I said, time is time, and it wasn't on my side lately. But that's my fault. I understand that. I sign up for too many things, and I need to chill out on doing that because I just get so happy, and I want to make, you know, I love doing crafts, so I want to do different things. Okay, so this is another thing. This is the KS Crafts foam box that I made. This is the cardstock, like I just showed you. And then I put the pom-pom trim at the top. I did make her name, Alivina, in between here. And then I did add foam on all the sides, on the top, the bottom, and the bottom I did not add foam. Just the top sides back and forth. And then I did put a magnet so that it keeps it open. I feel like there's something missing on this. Oh, well. And I added the foam tape at the bottom to make it like look like a cloud with the bear. So that one was another one. And then I just took the images and I used some, what are these called? You guys know what they're called. I got them from Ebony, the rosette guru. And I took those and I just stuck the images on top of them. Look at this one. Isn't this so cute? He looks so cute in his little car. And I just stuck that in up there. So cute, right? Because I didn't want to do too much, like I've already mentioned. And then this is another Case Crafts. This is the notebook. I just used the papers that I showed you, added some stars at the top, and then, 3D-ified this little image. And then I put on the inside Care Bears and this little grumpy bear, and he's so cute. And then, the sticker pad and the pink pen at the end. And then with that said, let's go ahead and get into the main event, which is the banner. Now, hopefully, and I'll put pictures up at the end so that you can see them, what the whole banner looks like. But this banner, I got the image. Let's see. It's an SVG image, and I purchased it online. If you're interested, message me on Instagram, and I'll tell you where I got it. So this is the image that I purchased, and it's really, they call it a banner, but I think it's a cake topper. And then this little rainbow on this side, I made into a shaker. And then all of these, it's like layered upon layered upon layer upon layer. And there's a whole bunch of clouds. I mixed up the clouds with glitter paper. Put the image Recare right here. There was another image there that was the cutout image, but I just kind of covered it with this little image, and I think it turned out really cute. This is foam, glitter foam. And then, is this glitter foam? I think this is glitter foam too. There were a lot of pop dots that were used on this one. So I thought that was so cute. And then I backed it up on a banner. I got the banner file off Design Space. And then there's some little stars in there. Here's the sun. So cute, right? And then so what I did, because you were supposed to do 3 pieces, is I put a little bow in the middle. And then I added, one of the little Care Bears, the images that I cut out. And then this is the first one. And I just took some of the images off of the main banner and kind of split it. And so this I did all myself with the cutouts from the file of the main banner. And I thought it turned out cute. And of course, it's all 3D-ified again. And then I added some little images, that I cut out. So that's that side. And then this is the other side. Here's another image that's in the middle. And then this is the other side, with the little grumpy bear on the corner. It's so cute. And like I said, I just took those images and then kind of separated them into their own banners so that it's 3. And there's a whole bunch of layers. This is one layer, and then this is actually just a cutout. So a liner cutout. I thought that turned out okay. It still looks like it's like 3 different layers right here. So this one was what I spent most of my time on, and I thought it turned out really cute. I was really happy that it turned out the way that it turned out. And then I know that the camera isn't really able to show how cute it is, and then I did bows at the end. But I'll send pictures, or add pictures at the end of the video. But I think that is about it. Let me make sure. Yep, I think that's it. So this is everything that I made for my swap. I hope she enjoys it and likes it. I feel like I did not make enough embellishments. But I hope she likes everything and has a good time. If anybody has any questions about anything that they see in the video, please, please, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to provide you with either the links or the information that you are looking for. Please do me a favor and help me grow my channel. And hit the like button, and then please comment down below and tell me which one was your favorite, and tell me what you think about my printouts, and then tell me what you think about my idea of making this into a mini album. Once again, love, 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 love yourself. Please love yourself, especially during the times and the way things are and the holidays that are coming up. Love yourself. It's very, very important to love yourself and then love your crafts. Until next time, hit the like button. Okay, bye.